Hello, Ferk.
This birdie who, the birdie chicky cookie.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Outdoors Unsupervised. My name is Brandon Clark. That's who you're freaking watching, but you're watching a DIFY. If you're new to the channel, the F is freaking. So do it freaking yourself if you can do it better, cheaper, whatever, okay? But in comments, if you got an idea, you can throw it at me, but just don't tell me how to do it. Because I did it myself for $2. Check out at the intro how I done it for under $2. That's what she said. Now for a professional intro. Getting ready. Hey everyone, welcome to Outdoors Unsupervised. You're watching Brandon Clark. You're watching a DIY. I'll show you how to make this for $2 after the intro. I like my style better. That's what she said. Well, nobody was interested in helping me until I started getting the cameras out. But the first thing you're going to need are supervisors. They all came over here, thought it was a great idea to help out with the noise. So I'm going to let them calm down a little bit and I will get started with this video. Circular saw, hammer, a drill, hole bits. You can use the old-fashioned ones, the paddle bits. If you just got triggered, that means you're old, because I said old-fashioned. A pencil, a jar, a lid to the jar, a couple nails, a punch for the nail. Hey, I'm working here! An eyelid, probably not that big, but that's all I have. Tape measure and some coffee. If it's early in the morning, you definitely need some coffee. Okay, let's get started. Oh, and also you're gonna need a 4x4 post. All right, before we get to work, I'm gonna talk a little bit, probably about 45 minutes, because I feel bad if my video is under 1 hour. No, not really. But I have to tell you, I bought this untreated post. If you know about lumber, you can't find these anywhere, but I found these, well, except Home Depot. I'm not trying to shout them out, but I did do a stealth camp in their shed, so I think I should give them a little bit more advertising for helping me out with that video. You don't need an untreated piece of wood. I just listened to some idiot on the internet, and you're listening to some idiot on the internet. So listening to an idiot that listened to an idiot on the internet, maybe you can learn something by, you don't have to spend like double the money to get this. I thought it was a great idea because the guy said it on the internet. So I'm like, oh, that sounds better, that these carpenter bees, they don't like untreated wood. They'll rather get they don't like treated wood. They'll rather get the untreated wood to build their house in. I'm building the house for them. They don't have to dig and spit all over treated wood, okay? And if you think about it, which I didn't think about until I got home with this, and I'm not going to take it back, I already have it. Most of the wood that they're drilling through is treated already and painted. So they're going through both layers to build their house. So just buy treated wood, folks. It's like half the price is untreated. So I'm trying to get this as simple as possible, cheap as possible for you guys. And you don't need the lid. Some people use the lids. Some people use the lids for here, and I can't even find it. I think I didn't even bring it because I didn't need it. But they use the lids, and then they poke a hole in the lid. This is going on the wood. Who cares if you don't need a lid to it. So I'm just knocking that purpose out too. Plus, here they go. I brought these out for examples. But you don't need to cut through here, then actually cut yourself, because I'm prone to cut myself, so I left that step out. You don't need that. I'm gonna say and the jars now are up a little bit, so you can find these jars maybe 75 cents a piece if you buy the whole 12 pack. But 75 cents, maybe $2. This whole deal, you're spending $2. If you look online on Amazon or anywhere, you're spending like $15. You can spend up to $30 for some fancy houses. If you want some condos, but I'm just using them for a trap, not to live in. That's what she said. It's not funny. Yeah, about $2 a piece, instead of probably the lowest you're ever going to find them is probably $12.
Actually, $25 for one, because it looks fancy.
And one last thing, this is just for an example, and I'm going to put this on the first one so I can show you, but this is probably too large of an eyelet to use. But when you're using any kind of a thread like that and trying to go into wood, you need to go with 1 or 2 sizes smaller than the thread, so it's easier and it doesn't crack the wood. So I do have that. Or you can use a little staple, but I think they call them farmer staples. You want them like 4 or 5 times bigger than this. Go ahead and say it, folks. But I just got this for an example. But I'm going to go ahead and use this one for now. Okay, let's get started. Get some coffee and let's get to cutting. Oh, before I get to cutting, if you got any issues with what I'm doing, do it freaking yourself. That's why it's a DIFY, okay? Okay, if you guys use this little dill up here, it's not for looks. It's to pretty much cut evenly. So some people do have to use this all the way around, and that's fine if you're doing it. You know, that's yourself, and that's what's comfortable with you. But they make these for a reason. So. I'm just going to go over what I'm doing so I didn't have to talk over the drill, but all you're going to be using, most people use a 3/4 to an inch. This is 1 inch, just going in the center of here. If you want to find the exact center, which is not that particular, you can't get that far off, I guess, but maybe you can. All you do is corner to corner and kind of put an X right there, well, a line, and then go ahead and put the X, and right there is the center. Okay, so all you're going to do is drill, and you're going to go probably about 3/4 into here. So you're going to drill all this down to there, and then after that, you're going to get a 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch bit. And this is going to be a 45-degree angle. So you're going to go kind of like so. I'm not going to put an exact angle on it, but it's about a 45-degree angle. If they're that particular, they can just get lost. But that's the way it's going to go. Important thing on here is to get the shavings from the inside and clean that out. You can see in there, there's the hole that meets the middle hole. I'm going to do 3 more of these and I'll get right back with you. And yes, it's not centered. If you want it centered, do it freaking yourself. Okay, I already changed the plans up, folks, but I'm not perfect, even though maybe a lot of you think I am. Probably not, but this right here is pretty much too deep. You don't want to go hit too deep into the hole or it's going to come out the other side. Grow up, people. But I found another kind of hook, but this is, I think, still too long. I'll show you in this camera. So I found these and a screw this long. So I think this is going to work even better. So I'm going to try to do this in this camera. Yeah, because you have a pointy screw and they're trying to get into the don't yell at me, people. I know I hit a screw with a hammer, but I'm gonna get a screwdriver. But if they're trying to go through that hole and then go back down, they're probably gonna stop and come back out because of the pointy metal sharp screw. So let me get a screwdriver. And again, my bit is in the house for that impact, so I'm using I'm using an old-fashioned screwdriver. But there you go. You might want to put it even on there so it's not cattywampus. So let me do that. Let me just turn this around. I think it'll work. There we go. All right, I was just testing you, folks. I was just testing you. If you saw that was not even, you passed. But there you go. It's good now. Who's judging but you? But if you don't like it, then do it freaking yourself. Okay? Freaking glue a penny on this side, okay? It'll even out. Jesus. And before I forget to tell you, I'm not gonna say if, when you fill this jar up, don't you think that, oh, they're gonna see a bee in here. I don't want to go in there. They got trapped. Actually, it's opposite. So once you want to dump this, leave about 2 or 3 in there. Because, oh, my buddy's in there. I think it's a good idea to come check it out. Hey! Okay. Let's get to it. Okay, and all you're gonna do here, let me get this case. Shut up! You wanna get on camera? Come here. Come here. Come here. You wanna get on camera? Big Red, come on. Okay. You want to be on camera? Here you go. Trying to be famous? Okay. This is Big Red, okay? This is Big Red. Yeah. I'm not choking my chicken, okay? I'm just giving her lovin's. Yeah, what was that? Okay. Okay, the next step is just to center this. You can put this on later if you want, but I just got that over with now. Probably simpler to put it on later so you can use this and probably drill it in easier, but right now it's kind of like cattywampus. Let's put this on correctly. Get a nail here, get a hammer, and center it up kinda. This is country, okay? Country measuring. That means you really don't have to measure as long as it's on there. As long as the job's done. And what you're gonna do, see the hole, there's holes on each side. This is gonna miss this hole right here. So when you're doing the nails, you probably wanna do them a little closer to the middle, you know, if you was doing it. So you make sure to miss that hole. Because if you're blocking the hole, you can't get in there and get your business done. Whoa, Jesus. I'm trying to videotape this too, folks, so I'm gonna take the time to adjust that nail, okay? And what you do first when you're doing this, you can use a pliers to hold it, but I don't do that because I'm unsupervised. And then when I get down to the very bottom, then I'll use this because I'll just dent the lid up. Okay. Just do it one more time right here, and you're good. If you do put a hook on already and you can't set it down to put the top on, you can put it in between 2 blocks and do it like that. As I'm showing you how to make this, if you just don't have the tools or you really can't make things like this or you fast forwarded, check out my website at DaGarbageDisposalstore.com and then click other stuff or miscellaneous stuff. I think that is the category up top, and you'll see some other stuff other than my pickles and such. On this channel, I'm not even sure if you know I sell gooey butter cakes, all different flavors, Kool-Aid pickles, sweet and heat pickles, bread and butter, kosher garlic dill, and some other items, but they're on my website as well. All you gotta hit is goods, and then you'll see that. But on the miscellaneous stuff, I have country wine glasses, I have the Carpenter bee houses, and some 20 by 30 tarps, I believe. I got a really good deal on them, so I bought 2 pallets of them. So I do try to get some deals. If you see this Carpenter bee trap right here, somebody made it out of a 2x4. You can make them out of that as well. It's probably a lot cheaper, and they actually do work. So you could do this. You just got to get the hole very precise on this one. The 4x4 blocks I like, but these are actually good as well. You could make them like this too. So let me see. They did the metal in the inside for some reason, but it does work. And you don't have to get a nail and go right there in the very corner. You can go on the inside. So that is one pro about it, but the cons is that it's really sharp. You don't want to stick anything in there like that. It's very, very dangerous. Okay. Okay, well, let's get back to it. Okay, folks, here we go. Finished product. Voila. I would say a happy home, but it's not going to be a happy home. Let's be realistic about it. Okay, there you go. For $2, you got yourself a Carpenter bee trap. If you got a flea market around you, if you want to make some money, you can probably sell these for like $10, and that's an acceptable price because when they go there, they're going to say,
I'll give you $4 for it.
I'm going to tell you what I do. You can do whatever you want. But if you ask for $10 and they say,
Hey, I'll give you $4 for that.
I'll say 12. Then when they say,
I thought you said 10.
and you say, thought I did too. You're welcome. Okay, that's all I have for this segment. I'm sorry this is not an hour-long video. You have a lot more time in your day to look at other useless channels or check out one of my other videos. If you like my videos, hit that like button right now, because if you forgot, there's no damn way in hell that you can forget now. Hit it. If you laughed one time, hit it one time. That's what she said. And if you think that I say that's what she said a lot, you're probably not subscribed, and I'm sorry to see you go. I apologize that your sense of humor is just not there, and I hope you have a great life. But for the ones that want to subscribe, if you hit that like button already, you've already earned 5 years of good luck. Good luck already. You're welcome. And if you subscribe, you get 2. You get 2 if you subscribe, so you're already up to 7. But wait, there's more. If you tell a friend about it, you get 20 years. That means share. Share the link. Tell a friend about it. Tell a friend, family, even your boss, and I'm not even wanting anything in return, but just to say you are freaking welcome. I appreciate you watching the channel, and I gotta go make about another 20, 30 of these, because I gotta pay the bills. Here are a few pictures I took of the finished product of the Carpenter bee permanent houses, and in the future, if you'd like to see maybe a proper way of not doing lockout tag out, here are a few pictures I have from my house. Again, thank you very much. Hopefully you have a sense of humor, guys, and have a great day unless you made other plans.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one.